Great British top team.
Great British top team. So they're the affiliation of the American top team, and hopefully he'll be opening up his own gym very soon down in South London. So with a lot more to do. What we're going to do, everyone's on mute at the moment. You'll see there's a reaction button at the bottom where you can put a thumbs up or wave or something like that. And if you have a question to Brad, then I can unmute you during it. But what we'll try and do is do the training session first for about 20, 25 minutes. Okay. And then we'll take some questions and answers after that, which is always insightful. Is everyone good with that? All good with that. All right, Brad, they're all over to you, sir.
All right, guys. Well, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a routine that I used to do myself throughout me when I was fighting. Sometimes it was like when I couldn't get out, pretty much like the circumstances we're in now, when you're limited with equipment and you only have yourself around, right? So it's a little formula of a cardio sort of workout I've done. And you can use the same formula, what I do, and you can modify it yourself. It's like 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds rest, okay? And I do 4 to 5 rounds of this with 5 exercises. Like I say, the exercises that I'm going to choose for you guys today are going to be MMA orientated with MMA movements. But if you wanted to change them around on your own a different day, and you wanted to use like just squats or body workout, push-ups, and all that sort of stuff, that's completely fine as well. So what I'll do, I'll explain to you the 5 exercises that I'm doing, and then what that does, we'll go through those 5, then we'll go back and do it again. We'll do it 4 times, okay? So technically it's 20 minutes of work, okay? So the first one, if you do have, you can see me over here, you do have any kind of mat or even a cushion or something like that, that would help you out for one of the exercises, okay? But we're going to explain to you the 5 exercises. The first one is pretty simple. I'm here. I'm going to throw 1, 2, level change, sprawl, move around. 1, 2, level change, sprawl, move around. Okay? 1, 2, level change, sprawl. That's the first one. So we're going to do that for 30 seconds, continuous work. Then we're going to break. Okay? Then the next one is a sprawl and then a shot. This is where, if you've got a cushion or a pad, this is best here. So here, level change, sprawl, shoot, change. Level change, sprawl, shoot. Level change, sprawl, shoot. Okay, again for 30 seconds constantly. Then you're going to have a 30-second break. Exercise number 3 is going to be a high intense. You're going to try and get your heart rate up. It's going to be constant punching like this as fast as you can. You hear me go from straights into uppercuts, back into straights as fast as you can, okay? For 30 seconds. Exercise number 4. This is quite a tough one, you know, but try to do the best you can. Same thing, going back to the first one. Sprawl, jumping in. Sprawl, jumping in, okay? Very explosive workout. That's to definitely get you a bit, breathe. I just done 2 and I'm breathing already, yeah. But yeah, so that's the exercise number 4. Number 5, here, we're gonna follow 1, 2, roll, left hook, right hand, come back. 1, 2, roll, left hook, right hand, come back. 1, 2, roll, left hook, right hand. So that's just a combination. We're gonna keep and repeat that. That's just bringing in some boxing, punches and head movement involved. Everyone okay with that? And that's the 5 exercises. We're going to repeat that 4 times. So it's 20, 30 seconds of work, okay? Everyone got that? Thumbs up. Everyone ready to go? All right. Just going to get my timer ready. Give me just 2 seconds. Okay. Some timer. Got it. Okay. So everyone ready for the first one? Yeah, again, I'll explain this 1, 2 sprawls. Okay. 30 seconds to work, guys. All right. You ready? 1, 2, sprawl, move around. 1, 2, sprawl, move around. 1, 2, sprawl, moving around. 1, 2, sprawl, moving around. 1, 2, sprawl, let's go. 10 seconds, let's go, guys. Time. Good. Okay, guys, so if you can, try and keep a mental note of what you're doing each round on these exercises. And the next round, try and beat it or maintain. Don't fall off. Okay? So the next one is sprawl, sprawl, shot. Okay, guys? Ready? Off we go. Sprawl, shot, sprawl, shot, sprawl, shot. Let's go, 10 seconds, guys. Nice, good time. Okay, this first group, I'm going to be doing them all myself. You see me doing, but then soon I'm going to be start watching some of your technique and give you some pointers as well. Okay, so the next one now is a punch sprint. Fast as you can. I'm not too worried about technique. Just speed. Just get them out as fast as you can, okay? You're going to hear me go from straights to uppercuts. We can start with straights. You ready? Let's go. Fast as you can. Let's go. Let's put it into uppercuts now. Roll the uppercuts. Back to straights. Let's go. 10 seconds, let's up it. Let's go, put it in a little bit more. 3, 2, 1, time. Okay. Next one, sprawl, jumping knee. What I want you to see with your jumping knee is watch. Sprawl, so my back's nice and straight. I don't want to jump with bent back. Try and get a bit of height. Foot pulling down, knee up, okay? So sprawl, jumping knee. Okay, you ready? Let's go. Sprawl. Sprawl. Keep working, guys and girls. Let's go. Nice. Good time. Last exercise of round number 1 is a 1, 2. Here, good technique. 1, 2, roll, roll, hook, right hand. 1, 2, roll, roll, hook, right hand. Okay, guys, get ready. 3, 2, 1, let's go. You there, guys? Time. Okay, good work, good work. That's round number 1. 3 more left, okay, guys? So going back to the first one again, it's a 1, 2 sprawl. Everyone here hopefully knows what a sprawl is. But if I want to help you out when you're sprawling, it's a bit like a burpee. But with a burpee, I go down like this. This, I'm giving my chest nice and high, sprawl. See that? So 1, 2, chest high, sprawl. Hips down, chest up. Right, let's go. 1, 2, sprawl. 1, 2, sprawl. Let me have a look at some here. Good. Nice. Good technique, Mateo. Good. 1, 2, sprawl. Nice, good sprawl. Very good sprawl, guys. Let's go, Ant. Nice. Good work. Turn around again. Let's get that one in. One more in. Good work, guys. Nice. Okay. Number 2. Sprawl. So the same motion. I'm sprawling. When I stay low and I shoot. I don't come all the way up high. Sprawl, stay low, shoot. Okay, guys? 10 seconds. Have a breather. Not yet, not yet. 10 seconds. You ready? Off we go. Sprawl, shot. Sprawl, shot. Good, let's go. Keep going. Sprawl, then shot. I'm watching you guys. Nice. Keep working, Patrick. Let's go. Nice shot, Sammy. Good. Time. A lot of you don't have videos on. I don't know if you've been shy, so I can't see you. Worried about your technique.
I think they're having bad hair days, Brad.
Yeah, that's what it is. Mate, look at my face. I've got a face for radio. Don't be shy. All right, so now we're doing the punch sprint as fast as you can. If you put your video on, guys, I can look around and I can correct a little bit of your technique here and there, okay? Don't be shy. All right, guys, let's go. Sprint. Let's go. Straight punches, guys. Let's roll into uppercuts. Back into the straights. Right, last 10 seconds. Let's put up it one little pace. Let's go. Uppercuts. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Okay, good work. If you're not sweating like I am, you're not doing it right. Right, now this is the hard one. Sprawl with a jumping knee, okay? So like I said, when you're sprawling and you're doing a jumping knee, I want to see nice straight back on the jump. I don't want to see this, okay? Don't knee yourself in the face. All right, guys and girls, ready? Let's go. Sprawl, jumping knee. Try and get a bit of height as well. Sprawl, jumping knee. Come on, Mateo. Sprawl. Nice, good air. Nice, very good. Alexi, Nagata, nice, get a bit of height. Let's see if some of you turn on your videos. Some of you still slacking. Let's go, Coco. Nice, get a bit of air. Good sprawl. Jump. Nice, good. Time. Okay. Now we're going on the technique part, okay, guys? So I'm going to throw 1, 2, watch my technique. 1, 2, roll, roll, hook, right. See my levels low. I'm not standing super tall. But I have a nice low base. 1, 2, roll, roll, boom, boom. And watch when I roll, I'm using my legs, not my torso. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, roll, roll, hook right hand. 1, 2, roll, roll, hook right hand. 1, 2, roll, roll, hook right hand. Let me have a look. Nice, Ant. Good Cameron, good rolls. Bit longer with your arms, Stan. Let's really stretch those arms out. TNT, not bad. Good, all right, good. So remember, extending. I'm not like a little T-Rex. The longer I throw, the better. The longer my punch is gonna get, the more power I'm gonna have. Round number 2 done, guys. Now it's halfway. Round number 3 is up and coming. So yeah, again a 1, 2 sprawl, but let's implement the 1, 2 again while I'm saying, look, 1, 2, nice and long. See how my body's rotating. Okay, Let's go. 1, oh, sorry, sprawl. 1, 2, sprawl. 1, 2, sprawl. Let's go. 1, 2, sprawl. Nice. When you sprawl, people, try and get your hips right to the mat. Chest up, hips to the mat. 10 seconds, let's go. Hips right down to the mat. There you go, that's much better. She from London. That's a good name. That's it, guys. So when I'm sprawling, my hips are going down to the mat. Okay, I'm not sprawling like this. I want my hips down to the mat. Okay, now we're going to go back to the sprawl, then a shot. Remember your sprawl, you get my hips down to the mat, up a little bit, shot. Okay? Let's go. Sprawl, shot. Sprawl, shot. Sprawl, shot. Sprawl, shot. Let's get those hips to the mat. Let's keep pushing it, people. Nice, Cameron. Get a shot. Cameron, don't come all the way up. Like I said, try and stay low. There you go, better. That's much better. Time. Okay. Now we're into the punch sprint. What, Bonnie, do again? Right, now onto the punch sprint, people. Nice. Explosive exercise. Let's really put it in this one, okay? Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's put it in. Dig deep. Roll it into uppercuts. Let's go. When we go back into straight, I want to see it up 10%. Let's go. Let's go. A little bit harder. Dig deeper. Let's go. Roll back into uppercuts. 3, 2, 1. Time. Good work. Nice. Right. Now we're on to the tough one, the sprawl and the jumping knee. Okay. Keep working hard. Whatever you're going to eat for dinner tonight, let's earn it now, all right? Let's burn these calories. So, yeah, again. Sprawl. Jumping knee. Try and get a bit of height. Obviously, ceiling required. I don't know how tall your ceilings are, but try and get as much height as you can. I don't see no one's heads going through the roof. Okay, let's go. Sprawl. Jumping knee. Sprawl. Jumping knee. Sprawl. Jumping knee. Sprawl. Jumping knee. We keep going, people. Nice. Let's get a bit of air. You keep digging, Ali. Nice work rate, Sammy. Good. Nice. Good pace. Really good pace. Time. Okay. Go back to the last one of round number 3. 1, 2, roll, roll, hook my hand. Remember, guys, as well, when I'm rolling, don't roll with my head. I roll with my legs. See my torso. See my back staying straight the whole time. My back is staying straight when I'm rolling. When I roll, 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 boom, boom. Okay, guys, let's go. 1, 2, roll, roll, hook my hand. 1, 2, roll, roll, hook my hand. 1, 2, roll, roll, hook my hand. Good work. 1, 2, roll, roll, hook my hand. Nice. Good rolling, Coco. Good. Solo Killer Cad saying turn his camera on. Time. Okay, people. Round number 3 done. This is the final round. So have a little think of what you've done in those other rounds. This time, maximum effort all the way through and we're done. Okay? So don't leave anything in the tank. Let's empty that tank. So really push as hard as you can. This workout is between you and you, you know? This is how hard you want to work. So we're going to go 1, 2, sprawl. Hard. Try and get as many as you can in. Last round, people. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, sprawl. 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 You go. That's it. Let's get a few more rounds in. Come into the last 10 seconds. Let's get at least 3 or 4 more in. Let's go. Let's go. Let's put it in. Nearly there. One more. Can you get one more in? Time. Good work. Now into the sprawl and a shot. Okay. Same thing. A lot of you there, I saw you working really hard. Now let's keep that momentum now going into this, into the next exercise. We're going to sprawl and we're going to shot. Little reminder, here, I'm nice and low. Sprawl. I don't come all the way back up. Sprawl. I stay low. Shot. Okay? Let's go. Sprawl. Shot. Sprawl. Shot. Sprawl. Shot. Sprawl. Shot. You got it? Sprawl. Let's shot. Let's see you, Patel. Let's go. Good shot. Bit more pace, Patel. Let's get some more reps in. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Get again. Nice. You can fit another couple more in 10 seconds, people. Nice, Ant. Good work, Ray. Good. Time. Okay. Now we're on to the punch sprints. Let's really dig deep here, people. Come over. Let's go. Ready? 15 seconds to the next. This is the last one of this, okay? This is the last exercise of all these exercises. So let's really dig deep, okay? Ready? As fast as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. As fast as you can. Roll into uppercuts. Let's take it deep. Back to straights. Last 10 seconds. Let's go, people. Back into uppercuts. Think deep. Time. Nice. Okay. We're doing a sprawl with a jumping knee. Okay, guys. Sprawl, jumping knee. Have a little bit of a break. 15 seconds. 10 seconds left, okay? Control your breathing. Take some deep breaths. Breathe in for 3 seconds. Hold for 3 seconds. Breathe out for 3 seconds. Let's go. Sprawl. Jump. Sprawl. Jump. Sprawl. Jumping knee. Sprawl. Jumping knee. Sprawl. Jumping knee. Let's keep putting it, people. Nice. Good work, Alexi. 10 seconds. Nice. Good sport, Mateo. Good height as well on that knee. Time. Okay, people. Last exercise. One thing I meant to say during these is about controlling your breathing in between sets. So if you breathe in for 3 seconds, you hold for 3 seconds, breathe out for 3 seconds, that brings your heart rate down. And when your heart rate comes down a few beats, you're gonna recover a lot faster, okay? If you don't control your breathing and you're all over the place, you're not gonna recover for the next round. So control your breathing, okay? Last exercise, let's go. 1, 2, roll, roll, hook right hand. 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 Let's go. Last 10 seconds, everyone. Let's really dig deep. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, time. Good work, everyone. Okay. Have a little breather. Relax. No, my son's asking for another round. No, I'm done.
Great stuff. We all got thumbs up on that, guys. All right, those with bad hair days, you can turn your cameras on now. Brad, is there any more to do?
No, that's it.
That's a good little workout. So you guys
the answers with some technique. I'll happily show
Simon, you were working out then, Mr. Dugdale. I thought you were just hiding there. All right, some were working.
I was hiding.
All right, so has anyone got any questions? I'll kickstart it as my perennial question for you, Brad, that we ask most of our guests. So people that are interested in MMA, do you train your MMA specific, or will you do traditional martial arts? Like, would you do Thai pads with pad work with a Thai boxer? Would you do jiu-jitsu with a gi, or is your training now more slanted towards I have to specialize my striking range to MMA for striking and stuff like that?
Well, it all really honestly depends to where your direction you want to go. Like for me, if you want to be a good boxer, you will concentrate on boxing. If you want to be good at jiu-jitsu, you concentrate in jiu-jitsu. So whatever discipline you want to be good at, you would concentrate in that. So I know MMA is a mixture of all of these, don't get me wrong. But for me now, people who participate in MMA, you will see there's a big difference between techniques in MMA than techniques in those traditional sports. So like there's jiu-jitsu that works in jiu-jitsu, but jiu-jitsu will not work in MMA. There's a lot more fundamentals when you're getting punched in the face, a lot more things you have to worry about. So if you want to do MMA, I would say concentrate on MMA and learn MMA as a base, because it's a mixture of wrestling, jiu-jitsu, all different striking disciplines. But if you want to just learn boxing, concentrate on boxing. If you want to learn Thai boxing, concentrate. It all depends on really where your focus wants to be. And sometimes, don't get me wrong, your focus can change throughout your life. But one day I'm really loving my grappling, the next day I want to do my striking. So it's really where you want to take your own journey, because everyone's journey is different, you know what I mean? So everyone's journey is what they want it to be.
So as a complete novice, someone who just says, oh, I've seen the UFC, I want to get into MMA, you would say maybe just start off with a fairly general MMA style type sessions rather than go into, I'm going to Thai boxing Tuesday, wrestling on Wednesday, jiu-jitsu Thursday.
I would say probably you may want to get a little bit of base or something, because like, yeah, I mean, it's hard to go straight into MMA because there's not a lot of, I say like beginner MMA classes, you know, yeah. But what I would say is you probably will go learn a little bit of striking, a little bit of jiu-jitsu, and a little bit of wrestling, and then you can go into MMA. So you would get you have a little dabble, but sometimes you may dabble in one thing and just fall in love with jiu-jitsu and go, that's it, I don't want to do anything else. So you'll find that it could change, you know. So like I say, everyone's journey is different.
Yeah. Has anyone else got any questions? If you go to the reactions, and you can put a thumbs up, and then I can unmute you. So rather than unmuting everybody, has anyone got any questions? If you don't put your thumbs up, I'll pick someone. Hey, okay, we got Sammy first. All right, I'll unmute you, Sam. There
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Sunshine.
Fantastic. Hi, Brad. Big fan.
Hi, Sammy.
Just a quick one for an aspiring MMA fighter. Like one or two, maybe even three things that you would, if you were going to do it all again, what advice would you give yourself?
Yes, it's tough. It's like, yeah. Back, because the landscape is completely different now, where back when I was started, it was very new and the knowledge wasn't really here in the UK. So I had to travel like to America, especially to learn my wrestling and so on and so forth. But now how much the sports progressed, people like myself who's been away and learned their core wrestling, also wrestling for MMA, I have brought this back and all my students learn great wrestling, and you would find a lot of people who are part of my team have good wrestling, you know, very wrestling orientated. And I think wrestling is one of the most key important parts of MMA, if that's what we're going to do, because if you dictate the wrestling, you can decide where the fight goes, if it stays on the feet or if it goes to the floor. So I think wrestling is the most important aspect of the sport. But I say, if I would change, I'm not saying I would change anything. I would do what I've always done, but I say I probably wouldn't have to have changed. I wouldn't have to travel as much, you know, go to America. I probably could have stayed here if I had me as a coach, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I could absorb my knowledge from me rather than going, well, I need to go to Mike Brown and American Top Team and learn from him.
But the wrestling that you did in America, the specialist MMA wrestling again, or you went to
Well,
college
no, yeah,
wrestling,
I mean,
freestyle wrestling?
Yeah, I learned the basic sort of wrestling movements, but then also, like I say, I kind of progressed with it and learned. I learned my wrestling with no, like I say, but without getting too technical. When you learn to wrestle, you learn with your strong leg first. This is where you learn to wrestle. You'll be wrestling here. You're not going to stand like this in an MMA match. You're going to get kicked in the face. But also, you think about it, you learn to strike with your other leg foot forward, right? And your strong hand back. So it's really hard to wrestle and then do this. So, but for me, I went there with this stance. And I learned to wrestle from this stance. That makes sense. And then also, I learned not to wrestle this slow and this go on. I learned it in my MMA stance. So what helped me is I went there with a blank canvas and I learned how to wrestle for MMA, and I think I've done a very good job throughout my career with my wrestling aspect, and I thought that I've developed very good wrestling MMA, where a lot of people that I fought with in my career, if we just had a straight wrestling match, they probably would beat me. But MMA wrestling is completely different, and I out wrestled everyone I fought, and there was like the Americans, people who had never been taken down before. Like go back to Demetrius Johnson, I took him down 10 times in one fight. So like, I out wrestled many people, and I'm an English person, so I learned the MMA sort of style of wrestling.
It's the wrestling against the cage wall as well. It's a totally different art form, right? It's developed and evolved over the years.
100%, because wrestling is on a mat. There's no other sport that implements a cage wall. So that's why it's very, very important. And as I say, that is learned from MMA only. This is MMA only, and there's a lot of skill. Don't get me wrong, there's some things from wrestling translate to the wall, but it's completely different and completely new. And that's, I've been developing that with like people like Mike Brown out in America, and I've been there. And you learn a lot of tricks throughout years of practicing. You learn a lot of bad things as well. Don't get me wrong, you learn mistakes. But what I say now is an advantage for someone who's young coming into the sport now. I've been there, done that, and I've got rid of all that rubbish, if that makes sense. So this don't work, don't do that, this don't work. Here's my good stuff, learn this. So that it's people can really get far within the sport a lot quicker than they did back in the day.
Yeah. Cameron, you got your question? Oh, sorry, I should ask Sammy first. Have you finished yours, or you got a follow-up?
I'll have a follow-up later. Don't just, yeah. If
You're going to share the lover, yeah? All right.
Yeah, share the love.
Cameron, you're on.
Hi. I was just wondering what your first martial art was that you learned. Like, was it boxing or like kickboxing or what?
Do you need me to translate you for that, Brad? He's from. You got it.
I got that. The first martial art I ever did, for me, I was a sportsman growing up. I was good at sports. My main sport growing up was football, but I played a lot of cricket. It worked out like in the summer I played cricket, in the winter I played football. They're my main sports. I didn't really get into combat sports until I was 19. I decided to take up boxing just to keep fit, really. And then I had being very competitive. My boxing coach said to me, "Oh, would you like a fight?" And I was like, "Shit in my pants." But I was like, "Yeah, of course I will." But no, I didn't want to. But I'm like super competitive, and I boxed for 2 years, really, from 19 to 21. And then I had a really bad knee injury playing football. I don't know, you can see my knee come out quite easy. Anyone seen that?
Gross.
The knee just comes out. I tore my ACL playing football. I used to play football at a good level. I used to play for Russian Diamonds. Because I thought that was going to be my path. And then obviously I ruptured my ACL playing Sunday morning football when I should have been played. Got dropped by my club, all that sort of stuff. I gave up boxing. As an amateur boxer, I was 10-1 as an amateur boxer. And then I went straight back to football, where I played at a lower level, but with my friends. But that has always been my passion. I tried to get back into boxing probably when I was about 25. And I found, because I was a 25-year-old man, I got no attention because they're all concentrating on the young kids. And I'm like, oh, no, I didn't get any love really. So I went to try that MMA, a place called Elite Fighting System in Elephant Castle with Dave O'Donnell. And I remember going to my first ever training session and getting battered by a 16-year-old kid, just absolutely mullered me. And me being super competitive, I was like, there's no way I can have someone out there being able to do this to me. Just as a lifestyle, I need to learn what this guy's doing. And that kind of set that fire alight, me being competitive. I'm like, I need to learn this. And then it grew from there. So I had my first MMA fight when I was 26. And I went on from there. So I started MMA probably about 25 and a half. Had my first fight after around about 6 months. And then I just went on from there, basically.
When did you turn professional?
26.
You turned, yeah, and you actually started making a living? You went straight away, just bearing yourself
I
into
wasn't
it.
making a living. I didn't make a living from this sport. If you're in this, if you're in this sport to make money, stop. You know, if money drives you, this is not a sport for you. If, like me, I was very, don't get me wrong, get to the highest level, there's money there. But you have to get there. You need to be competition driven and want to be the best person you can be. You know, that will get you to where you want to be. You know what I mean? If you think about money too early, you're going down the wrong path. I've seen many good fighters do the wrong things. So just concentrate on competition. If you want to beat the best people and be the best, that's going to get you where you want to be. You want to build that mindset. And that's what I was. I wanted to be the best in England. I achieved that. I wanted to be the best in Europe. I achieved that. I wanted to get signed to a big organization. I got back signed back in the day was WEC. That was the big organization back then. I did that. Then when I was in the WEC, I wanted to get to the top 10 in the world. Done that. Then from that, we transferred from the WEC to the UFC. So then I wanted to be top 5 in the world. I got to top 5 in the world. Then I wanted to try and be number 1 in the world. I kept on falling over at the final hurdle throughout my career, but that's I was always competition driven, always. I wanted to just step up, you know? So, yeah.
MMA is good for that, full of different challenges as well. It's not always just MMA because you learn different disciplines. You can go to a grappling tournament one week or do something else. It's just, all right, Leon, let's unmute you. You had a question for us, son.
Yeah, hi, Brad. I hope you're well. There's a lot of great teams in America. What made you decide to join ATT, and did you ever consider going anywhere else in your career to sort of learn and develop from other coaches?
Yeah, it's kind of thing. There's plenty of great teams now, and also there's great teams within the UK. There's like teams popping up everywhere. That's how much the sport's growing. But for me, the reason I went to American Top Team, I was the cage rage British champion, and Dave O'Donnell invited Ricardo Laborio, who was like the head coach at American Top Team back then. And because I was the British champion then, they wanted their champions to be able to compete on the world level. So that they don't understand that they needed to go get better training. So they sent me, Paul Daly, Dan Hardy out to American Top Team. And we went out there and we trained. And I met Mike Brown. And me and him have been like best mates ever since, you know, like, and he was a training partner of me back then. And that's what I say. And the knowledge there was just, it's not as if I can understand if I would move to different places if I wasn't learning. I was learning so much there. And being with a hub like American Top Team, there's so many people who go there, right? So you'd always pick something off there. There's world-class, highest world champion jiu-jitsu guys. There's world champion striking. So I'll just pick my knowledge from each people. And then I had, to be honest, I had Mike Brown. He was my training partner for many, many years. And then he became a coach at American Top Team. And for me, he was the best MMA coach I've ever known in my life. He is phenomenal at what he does. And I learned so much from him. My fighting style, it was a lot from him. And you can see now, him being the coach at American Top Team, they're doing fantastic things. You know?
What's his strength, Brad? Is it the knowledge? Is it the way you can adapt a fighter?
But it's what I say. His strength would be MMA, kind of wrestling, grappling kind of thing. He had heavy hands. Don't get me wrong, but he's wrestling and he's grappling, kind of grappling style was just fucking horrible. You know, it was like my kryptonite. He just. Yeah,
fully modified for MMA. Yeah,
he just grabbed you and you're not moving. He just had this freakish sort of strength, you know.
Yeah,
But yeah, he had a great mind for the game. You know, so yeah, it was a fantastic fighter, world champion, and he also he's a fantastic coach.
That's an interesting one when you say about he had freakish strength, because you know we always talk about jiu-jitsu, that you know it's all around technique. Wrestling, you got to learn a bit of technique, but there is a big thing on strength and conditioning now, and strength is, I think people's techniques are getting on par, and strength is becoming a lot more involved. Would you say, or not?
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, there's in different sports. I think athleticism, you could be really freaky, like someone like Yoel Romero. I've trained with him for many. He wasn't technically great, you know. Like wrestling, he was, don't get me wrong, but everything, he just was a freak athlete. So when you have that sort of athleticism, you could get away with a lot of things. I was an athletic person, so you take a gi off me, and we grapple, no gi on that, I'll get away with a lot of stuff just through athleticism. You put a gi on me, I'm in trouble. I'm like, oh, where am I going? You know. So it's different sports. I think in a gi, you don't have to be athletic. You just got to have a really good mind and a strong grip, and you could murder people. You know, like you see it all the time in grappling. You see the real tall, little skinny looking dude. This guy's gonna be easy, and no, he wraps you up like nothing. Or you see a short little chubby guy. But he has sick side control. You can't move. So like, it's different body types do create different sort of styles, and it's not always about being athletic either, really. But it does help, and strength and conditioning in all sports has gone on leaps and bounds in the years, you know. So sports science is massively now. I remember back when I first started, there was no such thing. I used to eat like junk food and drink Pepsi, you know, like that's fine. I had no clue, you know. I just got in there and fight. I didn't understand about weight classes. I used to fight at 70 kilos when I used to weigh 68 kilos, you know, like, so I'm like, yeah, whatever, right? But then I went to America, and they was used to weight cutting because of wrestling.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I remember seeing Mike Brown. He used to fight at 66 kilos. And I'm like, what weight you fight? He goes, 66. And I'm like, no. I fight. He goes, no, I do. I'm like, mate, no way. He was massive. So I'm like, what are you doing? And like, then he taught me how to cut weight. And that's when I started going down to like bantamweight and flyweight and stuff like that. Because then I learned how to cut weight. That is definitely a part of the sport. But back in those days.
Have you developed a special regime for weight cut? Have you got your own little knack of it, or is it?
Yeah. To be honest, without getting too scientific, less calories in, burn more calories, weight goes down. Simple as that, you know. Without getting, like you say, without bleeding people down the road, I could eat, not saying it's good, I could eat McDonald's every day and lose weight, right? If I make sure I burn more calories than I've intaken. But obviously, if I'm using that as fuel, I won't have the energy to burn those calories. So not all calories are equal, if that makes sense. So like, I could have a burger from McDonald's and some chips, and that would probably be about 500 calories or so. I'd eat that, and within an hour, I'm hungry again. Where if I had some rice, rice and chicken with some vegetables, around about 400, 500 calories, I'd be full for much longer, and I'll have energy to train to burn calories. So, but simple mathematics is less calories eaten, more calories burnt, your weight will go down.
And did you work it out as regards your calories, saying, well, I want to get to this weight, I want to lose 1 pound a week or whatever it is, and or was it?
I just obviously when I went down to 125, that was a tough for me. I had to get 57 kilos, and anyone's cut weight hard. Right now, I weigh like 70 odd kilos. So, and back then I was probably weighing. I walked around maybe about 68 kilos. I remember being 6 weeks out from my fight, being 6.5% body fat, and still being 19 pounds off my weight class. That's the first time I made a flyweight. So it was really tough, but it's one of those ones where I just had the mind. I mean, the mind. I was driven by competition, so I just was so regiment with. Okay, well, I need my weight to come down. I'll eat less this day and train harder. It's just one of those ones that I used to do that. Now, don't get me wrong, there's way more science in it now, I am not a nutritionist, so I'm not. But I just had the mindset to do whatever. You know?
I get it.
I did it.
All right, guys. Any other questions? Tom, do you need directions to a barber, or you're all right now? Look at that haircut. Jesus, wet. The Wolverine. Anyone got questions?
No.
Yeah,
No,
Tom, you got a question. Oh, sorry. Go on. All right, let's do Tom first because we got. Go on, Tom. Hold on, and then Sal. All right, Tom. Unmute now again.
Hey, what's happening, Brad? How's it going?
Hey, Tommy, right?
Brad, I've been training for a long time and same as you, predominantly a striker before you went to America. How did you balance out your striking and your wrestling and jiu-jitsu so it all kinds of meets on the same platform rather than having one always better than the other?
I can't, yeah. You're always going to have one that you prefer, always. You know, there's going to be something that you just love more. Me, I could wrestle and I could grapple, but I used to love Mike Tyson, so I love that sort of style of looping, and I used to love that style. But I mixed it up with my wrestling very well, you know. So like, I kept people guessing. So like, people didn't know when I was going to take them down or I was going to strike. So like, I'd be striking with them, and then I think, oh, it's a striking match. Then I take him down, and when they get back to the feet, they got an extra thing to think about where. Is he going to try to take me down or is he going to stand up? You don't know. So the more weapons I had to my arsenal, it made me a more dangerous fighter. So what I always wanted to do is, wherever I felt like I was lacking, I wanted to be a jack of all trades rather than a master of one, right? So I developed on what I wasn't as good at to have that sort of style where, because I didn't want someone like yourself fighting me and going, right, if I take down Brad, he's dead. Or if I keep Brad on his feet, I'm going to knock him out. I wanted you to feel like when you fought me, you was in trouble no matter where the fight went. You know, like, so wherever I felt I was holes in my game, I concentrated to fill those holes. So when someone fought me, they were like, fuck, it's going to be a fight. Then that's what I really want to do. So I made sure I worked hard on my holes in my game.
You got a follow up, Tom?
No, I've struggled with that.
You struggled with that? All right.
Mate,
don't get me wrong, it's very easy because like when you're good at something, you just want to do that. I know it's so easy because it comes naturally and good at it. But then it's hard to go, right, well, I'm shit at this. But you have to understand the sport is so varied where if I know you're shit at something, I've got good striking, I've got good wrestling. I could be fighting someone who's got, I think I'm still a better striker than him, but if I know he's shit on the floor, why would I even try and strike him? I'll just take him down and submit him. So, like, you got to have a lot of what I call fighting IQ as well to know where your strengths are and where their weaknesses are in your opponent to exploit them. You know?
And I think fighters are emotional as well, so they'll actually want to do the fight where they enjoy it. Some people like to be in the pocket, smashing the hell out of each other, while others want to be actually they're more comfortable. They enjoy the groundwork. They don't want to be hit in the face, right?
The biggest skill is disguising that fact.
Yeah.
So 100%. I like to tear up. So I'd be tearing up and people go, oh, come on, let's go. And then I take them down. They're like, oh, box. You know, like, so like it's disguising where you want the fight to be, you know?
100%. All right, Beto, I've seen you, but we're going to go to Sal because I think he has one. Sal, to you. If I mute you. Yeah, go on, Sal.
I got Sal. Good.
Yeah, good, mate. Thank you. I've got two questions. So, with the MMA scene in the UK growing now, do you see it as a big thing going abroad? I don't see it as a big thing, but I feel like we're sort of up there as well now with like the foreign countries. Like, would you recommend like other camps abroad, like personally from your experience?
Yes and no. I mean, like, I think going away to train is good in some ways because, like, I still done that throughout my career. Even though, when I was coaching at Thailand, training at Thailand, I attracted a lot of good people for me. But at the end of the day, there, when I was at Thailand, I was like the big fish, if that makes sense. I needed to be murdered at times, and then I also got to say short in my career where I had people like Nathaniel there and people who were fucking tough, but I'd like to travel to go away because my day-to-day distraction of my life now is gone. Where someone right now go, hey, Brad, what are you doing? Well, I'm in America. See you later, guys. I'm off. And when I land on that plane, on the tarmac, diet, relax, sleep, just train. I could focus straight on training, where here my day-to-day instructions will always be with me. Technical wise, no, like I said before earlier, the technique now over here is great. You got to try and have training partners that are always going to push you. You know what I mean? Like you say, you don't want to be the big fish in that room. You want to have people. You want to be surround yourself by people who are going to be tapping you. People are going to be putting you on the back foot and on your striking. People are going to be taking you down and so forth. You know, so you always want to be pushed. You know, if you want to close that gap. And don't get me wrong, I say this to a lot of beginners as well. You don't want to enter a room full of absolute killers and get disheartened. You know, like you have to mix your training up where you have some people you can practice on, and then you have some people who are going to bring you up. So you're here, they're there, and there's people down here, and you're here. You go with these people to bring this level up, and you go on these people to practice, and then that will help you go up there as well, if that makes sense. So you need to have a good balance of training partners as well.
Wicked.
Yeah, the second one, Sal?
Just a second question. It's a bit of a joking question, but how long has it been since you've been pantsing everyone? I know it's like a long thing. You've been pulling people down. Like, I just want to know, like, was that your little thing, or was it a
school kid, mate? I've been doing it since I was a school kid. Back in, I played football. I say my main sport growing up was football, and everyone wear like you know football shorts. Boom, every time. You know, I just came through it. So I say from the ages of 13, 12, I've been pantsing people.
Been pulling men's shorts down there, mate.
Yeah. I've had some scares as well at times where I've had full on in my face and not knowing someone's naked underneath, and I'm whoa, okay.
Oh, sweet, mate. Thanks, Brad.
All right.
Okay, Mato, I'm gonna unmute you. All yours.
Session. That was awesome. I was wondering what your plans were for the future. Do you want to carry on doing like BKB, or do you plan on going back to submission grappling, or even like MMA?
It's strange, isn't it? For me, I've accomplished what I wanted to do with MMA. So it's like being a football player playing in the Premier League. Yes, I could go back and play as such, like fight, but I've been to the Premier League. There's no point me going back playing in a GM Vauxhall Conference, if that makes sense. The hunger's not there, and like I'm not money orientated really. So it's not about money. It's about competition, and I don't believe I have it in me now to be top 10 in the world and try and constantly push for number one. So I still believe that if I wanted, because I still train with a lot of guys who fight in the UFC and stuff like that, and I'm not shit. I haven't forgotten what I do, but like I say, so I don't want to be there just making up the numbers. So I was very happy with my decision to retire. I took up bare knuckle boxing. This is quite a weird one by it, because I got asked to do it, and I was like, you know what? And I may not look it, but I like to think I'm a bit smart, right? Because I'm thinking I'm just retired at the highest level of fighting, right? So I'm going to leave this. The people I'm going to be fighting are not my level, because if they're my level, they're fighting in the UFC, or they're doing glove boxing and WBO, WBA, or so on and so forth. So I'm like, the competition is not there for me. So that's why I did. Don't get me wrong, the competition is getting a lot better now. They're signing a lot of good fighters. Something like that. But at the time when I did it, the competition wasn't really there. For me, it was like when I got into fighting, my mum said to me, I got it from my granddad, and he used to. Well, he died when I was 4, so I didn't get to really know much about him. But I remember looking at some pictures about him, and he used to wear a trilby hat and braces. So that's why, for my fights, I used to wear a trilby hat and braces to pay tribute to my granddad, who used to be a bare knuckle boxer back in the 1920s. He used to work during the day as a roofer, but at night time he used to like do some bare knuckle boxing just to get a bit of extra money. So that's why I thought, it'd be a good story for me to have my fighting career and then have this bare knuckle boxing match. So I've done it, I've been toying with the idea to maybe do it again and stuff, but 1 minute I'm like, yeah, let's go. And then the next minute it's like, oh, my knees, like, I was going some crazy runs, beginning of lockdown. I was running every day, like 10K and stuff. Then my knee just gave out on me. I'm like, my mind's telling me one thing, but my body's going, what are you doing? Just accept it, you know? So one day, depending on what day you get me on, one day I'll say, yeah, I'll maybe do a bare knuckle boxing match. And then the next day I'm like, no, I'm done. You know? So like, I'm up and down at the moment.
An interesting thing what you said about the running, with all the strength and conditioning exercises that we're doing, all of the other stuff, do you still put running into your training regime, or do the American top team, do they send out the guys?
It wasn't for me. I've been running. For me, it was a very good, what I call like mindless sort of workout where I could just run and just black out everything else, you know. And there's different types of running. I used to do like 40 minutes. I used like 40, 30 minutes. I used to run 4 miles or so. And one day I feel great and I run fast. The next day, whatever. You know, so I think running is very, very important if you can physically do it. Because sometimes, like, you have injuries, you have shin splints and stuff like that. But I used to like running a lot.
Would you say it's integral to being a professional fighter, though, to be able to have to do the running? Or
No,
you know fighters that don't?
I do say to my fighters that running is. I didn't understand it because, like, I used to always hear boxers run all the time, and it never made sense to me. I'm like, why are you running? You know, like you're boxing for like, you know, like, why am I running? Because I'm fighting for like 15 minutes. Why am I going to go for a 40-minute run? It makes no sense. Surely I just run 15 minutes as fast as I can. But then it's weirdly when I started to run, I just found like I didn't get tired. I just had this like kind of weird natural cardio about me, and I'm not. I say I'm not a sports scientist. I could just go how my body responded to it, and I don't know. I just found I was in good level of good shape. The fan was here, by the way. He's just turned up.
Okay, I'm conscious of time. Have we got any more questions? I'm sure Jamie's got one somewhere along in his hand. You're gonna stick your hand up, and Sammy's got another one in the pocket as well. So let's do Jamie first, and then Sammy. Might call it a day from there.
Okay.
All right then.
How you doing, Brad? You all right, mate?
Hi, Jamie.
Hey, what's happening, bro? It's good to see you, mate. You're looking well.
Thank you.
Listen, mate, just a quick one, yeah. Listen, if you got someone, you know, they want to get to a high level with MMA, how often do you think, let's say in a year, how often should they be fighting in a year?
Fighting or competing, two different things.
How often would they be fighting?
For me, it all depends. Like I say, some people are so like fixated on money. Don't think about money. Think about building a record. I used to have, start my career, 5 fights in 1 year. You know, I used to just like train and fight, train and fight. I wanted to build a resume. You know.
Yeah.
But that's because yet again I was a little bit older in my career. I was 26, so my shelf life as an athlete was a lot smaller. But if I was like some 19-year-old kid or 20-year-old kid, I wouldn't say fight 5 times a year. Try and develop, you know. See, I say like 2-3 times a year. But if you're a bit older and you want to move quicker, like I did, I churned out the fights. You know, like end of the day. Also, towards the end of my career, it was my job. If they asked me to fight every week, I'll fight every week. You know, it won't bother me. You know, like especially when it became my job. Like, why not? I'd rather just train for a fight, you know. But early on in your career, you have to be a bit careful. I say you don't want to. A road to success is never a straight line. Sometimes you go sideways, sometimes you go back. Sometimes you have some mishaps. It could be a loss or it could be an injury. So there's no straight, clear path, you know. So yeah, I kind of digressed from the question. But
we kind of get it.
An active year is 4 to 5 fights. A normal year is probably 3 fights. And not an active year is 2 or less.
Would you get your young fighters to do no-gi comps as well, and maybe some kickboxing fights and stuff like that?
Yeah. Competition. If it's not even competition within the sport itself or what we're doing, just get some sort of competitiveness, competing. If it is a boxing match, if I find that I have a student that is phenomenal on the floor. And when he goes to in an MMA fight, all he does is take people down. I'm like, okay, great. Well, he just takes me down, but I needed to develop his striking. I go, all right, cool. Here you go. You got a boxing match or a kickboxing match. Like, he can't take no one down in that. He has to develop his striking a little bit. So, and sometimes that's to do with confidence. You know, like once they get the confidence with the striking, now they go back to MMA fight, and now they will throw punches. You know.
It's a good one. Okay, Sammy, this better be a good question. It's your second one. All right, unmute yourself. There we go.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, all good.
Fantastic. Yeah, so, I mean, kind of touching on what...
Oh, now we've lost him. It's Sod's Law. Sammy. Oh, we've lost a few. Oh, there you go. Is it me then?
Is it me?
Now you're back.
He's back. Okay, go on.
Yeah, well, I'm 27. I really want to get into sport in a major way. I've kind of got a strength and conditioning coach, McFarlane Systems, and then also being trained with like Paul Daly, Dan Hardy, plus all the 10th Planet boys and Diesel. For someone at my age, what would you give, apart from wrestling and trying to compete as much as possible? Is there anything particular that you would say that I should do or focus on? Or I mean, this is quite a selfish question, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll try and find. This is what people don't realize is like you want to try and get a team, be part of a team. You know, like because people don't realize it's a team sport. I know you fight individually, but you need a team to train with and learn off. You learn a lot of your training partners. It's not like boxing, where boxing you have your pad man and then you bring in sparring partners and stuff like that. It's MMA, because obviously everyone compares MMA to boxing because they're the two paid combat sort of sports, but they're two different. Boxing is a solo sport and all you do is care about yourself, where MMA is a team sport. It's a team emphasis behind that. You need people to grapple with. You need people to wrestle with. When you have a fight coming up, you need training partners. So if you want to be a good team partner, when you have your fight coming up, if you're not injured, you're back at the gym helping the guy help it for his fight. You know? You need to have a solid team around you of people that you can rely on, coaches and training partners.
Do they have to be in the same location, or you build your own team? You know what I mean?
You build your own team. But
okay, fine.
You can build your own team, but sometimes I say with that is like it's quite small. That makes sense, you know. Like you have to travel here, there. It's hard. So you want to try and find a team where you like everyone's under one roof. You're all going to meet up on the same day. It's kind of like you know what's going on, sort of thing.
Yeah. It's a similar question that we fired off to Danny Mitchell a couple of weeks ago, and the one thing he said he missed was in his career is having a head coach. You needed someone to actually, you can have your team and go training here, there, but you need someone to have a holistic view and be very frank with you of where you are and what you actually need. If you're going here and training with one place and training there with some place, people aren't seeing the holes in your game fully. No, you need that one head coach to sort of guide you along.
For me, I could jump in, go around and train with my guys, but me, when I'm coaching, to be a good coach, I'm watching you train. Does that make sense? Yeah. I so many things I could pick up when I roll with you or grapple with you or spar with you, but then if I do that, I'm just watching one guy. Well, I have a team, so I'm not just doing that with one guy. I got to be watching. Okay, watch these for a bit. Okay, right, watch these for a bit. So I have to keep my eyes on people, bring in certain sparring partners for certain people. You do need someone who's going to say, sell your shit for you, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I think because for me, I've got my strength and conditioning coach. I've just started getting a nutritionist, and I'm really a lot invested. I really want to compete and hopefully get to a high level. So I think that the key thing is getting that head coach. Tom,
once he gets his hair cut, once we release him out of the zoo. All right, I think I'm going to unmute everybody. And we're all going to give Brad a massive round of applause. Thanks a lot, Brad. We really appreciate it.
All right, guys.
It's been really great. It's been really informative. It's exactly what we wanted on the tin.
No worries. I'm just about to tap out Nathaniel about 25 times on these like sexy mats.
Well, have fun. Thanks a lot, guys. Don't forget next week's special guest. We've got Damien Alamos joining us, 5 times World Muay Thai champion, 3 times Lumpini Stadium champion. So we're getting spoilt with all this world-class stuff. All right. Thank you. We'll see you all soon. Big hugs, big kisses.
Thank you.
Have a lovely evening.
Good, Brad.
Adios.
Adios. Ciao, bello.